My name is Engineer Ugochukwu Gerald, and I'm the Director of Operations for Tuan Engineering and Services Limited. Tuan Engineering Company, it's a company that specializes on technical training for human development and machine manufacturing, design and production of processing equipment, like agricultural equipment, like the likes of cassava processing machines, palm oil processing machines, plastic recycling, wood recycling, oil production machines, and various types of processing equipment. We also pride ourselves with training of students in the field of engineering, like welding and fabrication, like HVAC and refrigeration, automation, and the rest of it. I would like to show you around our facility so you see in practical what I mean by what we do. So let's go. This is our workshop. This is the fabrication section. This we're able to achieve this feat by collaborating with the Enugu State College of Education, Technical. They have given us most of these facilities to carry on with our production, with our machine manufacturing and training of students technical wise. We are hoping to set Enugu citizens in a level of technical education. We really want to see our youth technically inclined. You shouldn't just have to go to school, read your books without having this practical and technical knowledge. So we are hoping to inculcate in people the use and the need of technical education by setting up this facility to train students. Here we have our CNC machine. Here we have our CNC machine. This machine is the machine for automation. We program whatever we want to build. We program whatever we are trying to fabricate on machine on a system using SolidWorks, and then we input it in this machine. This machine gives us the desired end product. Now, using automation, using computer-aided design, we can design a machine part. Let's say we want to design a crankshaft or want to design a piston. We're going to have to take our computer, draw the piston in a computer-aided design software and upload it to this machine. This machine will give us whatever we have designed by simply operating the user interface right here. We put on this machine on. It's actually still loading, so it may take time to load. But if I put on this machine on, I would have liked us to go through a tour of the operation of this machine. But because it's still loading, I will assume we'll go to the next section of our workshop. Section of our workshop, you can see it is filtered with lots of machines. Here we have a vertical and horizontal milling machine. This is also a boring machine over here. We have here a vertical milling machine, and most of these equipments are working. About 2 or 3 may not be functional because of a slight error we are still trying to fix. Here is our CNC machine. I'm going to put this machine on and run a test run as well, so you see that we are ready for you all. See it in operation. As I put on this machine, I started working. These are what students will learn. This is what we are hoping to pass on to our younger generations. They shouldn't just read their books and watch movies or press their phone. They should learn the need of technical education to begin our production. Let's say one machine. There it is. So this can be able to fabricate whatever kind of shaft we want to fabricate. Shaft of different dimensions, of different sizes. We also have other machines here. We're going to do this off right now. We're going to do the next session. We also have over here. This is a milling machine for milling, for inscribing names or milling machine parts, other machine parts. So let's go to our next session. And as you can see, we've done some fabrications right in this facility. This is a crucible furnace. Even though we have used it, we are maintaining the machine right now. This machine is used for melting iron. This machine we use for casting and forging. We melt our irons inside this machine. We fold it, and the energy source is oil. we mix condemned oil with diesel powered by an air blower to give us a very blue film. For this machine, we made this machine right in this facility. This is an electric grinding machine for grinding wet substance like corn, tomatoes, pepper, and the rest of it. You can see this is also a machine for cutting metal sheets. It's on for cutting metal sheets. And we put the machine on. This machine can cut pan of this type. The maximum machine can cut is a pan of 6 mm. We'll set this machine inside here. Set it inside this way like this, and then we'll match this. So now, supposing we want to further work on this piece of material, we're going to take it to this section. Now let's say we want to form a square or want to form a triangle. We're going to, instead of bending this manually, using the vise and hammer, or using the anvil to hammer to get our desired shape, we'll simply bring it to this machine. And we'll bring this to this machine. Now we'll put our machine on. Now we'll put our machine on. And we'll set this inside here. Just this way. It gives us a shape. Very perfect shape. Without having too much work. That's giving us something like this. Now let's get another method. Then with this machine, we can get any kind of desired shape we want. Be it rectangle, be it a square, but it has to have a sharp angle. So this is also a paint mixer masterminded by Oyedika. He was the person who was in charge of producing this machine, and this machine was produced here in our facility. This is a paint mixer, a 30 buckets paint mixer. With this machine, you can mix any kind of paint you want, red oxide, blue oxide, or even emulsion paint. And after mixing, you eject your substance from here. And this machine is a two-way machine. You either operate this machine manually using a manual steerer, or you operate this machine automatically using electricity. So supposing that there is no light, you can use this machine manually. You steer manual, and if there comes a light, you can now use your electricity to power this machine with ease. This is a composite mixer. This machine we use in producing this. This is a bricks, and the owner of this machine they are a startup company. So they came to us with an idea. Actually, they had no idea of what they want, of the kind of machine they want. So they only came to us with an idea. They said they wanted something that could melt plastic and convert the plastic into bricks that can be used for interlocking of roads and domestic use. So we thought of something, we came up with a design, and we designed this machine. Now with this machine, we have been able to use this PET plastic with sand. We're going to use this with sand to produce this. Now this is a brick. So this machine has a heating element under that heats up this plastic. This is a brick we made with this machine, and using the liquid form of this plastic, because this machine is going to melt this plastic to a liquid form. We're going to liquefy this plastic. After liquefying the plastic, we have the heating element under. It is not visible. You cannot see it for security reasons. You cannot see what's under here. But when we set up this machine, which is going to take about 2 minutes to get primed, the heating element will begin to melt the plastic and convert them into molten form. After melting the plastic, we set the temperature here. Usually we do use 200 degrees Celsius. So that once it gets to 200 degrees Celsius, the heating element will trip off. It will no longer supply heat to this machine, so that this thing will not get overburnt. Because if this material should get overburnt, we'll not be able to achieve the desired end product of this brick. So we set it at 200 degrees Celsius. We pour this. So after melting the plastic, we turn on the motor that begins to stir the mixture of the plastic and the sand. After mixing, we have the mold. Then we pour whatever is inside here into the mold. It is from the mold that we made something like this. This is a very strong brick, and we are hoping that the government will tap into this idea instead of using bitumen or the likes of them to produce roads. Let us try to encourage upcoming business owners that are going into recycling for the production of, for the making of roads.